Ready for before taxi procedure.
All right, welcome. Guys, this is a quick, just semi-impromptu kind of a stream. I was out until late, well, in and out, and anyway, so if you guys find value in the stream, I'll be very happy if you want to follow with and all those things. Hello, Rob. I'm struggling a little bit with FPS, and I've just started the sim. Looks like I'm going to have to.
My name is Linda.
Reload
I am
explain.
your first officer today.
Let me just check my graphics setting. Man, this is highly annoying. I'm going to restart it. It's early enough. I'm going to restart it. Hello, Christer. Hello, Andrew. And then we'll give it another bash. So, guys, I hope you had a good day, and I hope you've had some fun with the new Zibo mod. There is obviously a fix that I and Zibo released a little bit earlier today. Please make sure you get the .1 fix. Fixes quite a few problems and bugs that we discovered in the last 24 hours. So please get that. It'll solve a lot of issues. Right, let's restart. Sorry, the screen is blank. Let's see if I can just do a screen display capture. Let's get explain started again and hope for the best. We've got bad weather. We're in Heathrow, and I might have to adjust some of the graphic settings if this still gives bad frames. But anyway, I want to fly quickly to Dublin. There are 2 tests. Me, Mac, Paul, and Alex, our line training captain, have spent quite some time together tonight. They're in fact still upstairs, and they'll probably join me after he's landed. Let me have a look. Yeah, they're still there. So there's 2 tests. We need to test if we can copy route 2 in the air while we're flying, and then activate it and make it the primary route. And then we need to save a flight situation and recall a flight situation, because that definitely got broken in the 54 full. So those are the 2 tests. Now, when they are done upstairs, they said if there's enough time, they'll come and join me and we can talk through it. And then you guys can just, join in the joys and the fun of working on the Zibo mod. I'm doing okay, Scotsman. It's getting a bit late already, but I've still got a little bit of energy left. So we're going to do a flight to get the fix in for the day, Let me just take this screen thing off. I don't know why. Why is this not working? Okay. New flight. Let's get going. Guys, I'm just, again, because I'm alone in this room, I'm just muting the guys if they come in and they forget for a second that I'm live on air. So what needs to happen is, if you can't hear them, just remind me if I forget to just open their mics. Hello, Mark. Welcome. Christer, are you still there? I hope you are. Obviously, there's a delay between me speaking and you answering. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's up to you, but it is nice if we can have that, Uncle John. All right, there we go. Uncle John is joining us, and there's Christer. Christer, are you with us now?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. The reason I'm picking on you, Christer, is I've reverted back to Streamlabs OBS for the stream. I have re-enabled the chat on the window, and I think it was you. So help me, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you said it actually helps you if there is text on the screen and if you can see who's talking. So we've got the bubbles now working, and we've got the actual text as the guys are typing. So I hope it helps.
I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. Because, it's troublesome on replay of the YouTube movies because you are not, or else you forget it sometimes, but there is a translation, the subtitles.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You can enable them.
Yes.
So this is really good.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you very much.
No problem. The only thing that I'm unable to get going, which for me isn't that big a train smash, if you look at the little bubble, that appears when you talk, your name or your screen name doesn't appear next to it. So there is obviously a problem with the information coming through from Discord. Okay. But I'm not going to cry. At least we can see the bubble, and we know each other's bubbles.
For me, with an hearing impairment, it's enough that I can see that there is a change who is talking. There is someone else, old man, talking instead of you,
Yes.
So you switch between different sources of talkers. So
yes.
That's okay. I don't have to see the names, but the important thing I can see at now it's not Nico talking, someone else is talking.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so that's really nice.
Good.
I'm very thankful, Nico.
Good.
And besides that, I'm working on the Prague, Czechoslovakia.
Okay, PR. Oh, yeah, I see there in the chat. Excellent.
Yeah, the default one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil, to quickly give you a heads up, there are still issues. It's not perfect yet. Okay, so when Alex did the change over from route 1 to route 2 and he activated it, the LNAV and VNAV disconnected. So that's one of the things I'm going to have a look at now, see if I get the same results, because obviously LNAV, VNAV shouldn't disconnect just because you change from one route to another, so we'll see. We're going to have a go at it, see what happens. The safe flight situation, as far as I can remember, worked brilliantly. That's all fixed, and it works for route 1 and route 2. It was funny, in the dev room, Zibo was giving us a running commentary. Every few minutes he'd say, this problem fixed, that problem fixed, and he would list them and he'd go on. It was so cute actually. Thank you, Zibo. Oh, the frames are horrible.
We all call him a genius, but in all honesty, I think that is an understatement.
Yeah. Hello, HD simulation. Welcome. I feel like crying, man. Why?
Oh, Nico, please don't.
No, I'll try and be brave.
Yeah, you'll be brave.
But nobody can fly with 10 frames. What must I do with 10 frames?
Disable some plugins.
No, that's not the problem. I'm going to kill my scenery or something. I don't know. I need to do something drastic. I'm just waiting. My hard drive is spinning like it's being paid. So I'm just waiting for it to stop so we can see where it ends. Because obviously something somewhere is draining this power.
Nico.
Yes, sir.
I had a similar problem myself this afternoon. Went down to 12 frames. All I did is reloaded it again. It was perfect.
I did. I just closed Explain and I just reloaded Explain. We were at 20. Now we're down to 13 with this load. And that's why I'm saying I feel like crying, man. Yeah, Neil, that was broken in that
I am
situation,
ready
so
for
now it
electrical
is
power
fixed.
up procedure.
Okay, let's reload the Zibo. If that doesn't work, then I don't know, man. Then it's just the graphics. I'm just going to turn down all the graphics as low as possible without interfering, with the aircraft and what we need to do. Hello, Rab, by the way. I just noticed you here in Discord.
Evening.
I'm sitting in such a way that I'm focused more on the left of my system. So I have to physically turn my head the other way to
Ready
actually
for before
see
taxi procedure.
if there is somebody in Discord. That's why I missed you. No, man, this is horrific. Explain is using 87% of my CPU. So let's do this. Let's see if this will work. It's probably going to look horrific, but I don't care as long as we can fly. Oh my goodness, somebody for 100%. Eish. My CPU can't cope. It's burning out here. Oh my goodness. I must say, coming back to this text on the screen, I've kept an eye on it. That's why I'm also looking more to the left. It's actually nice to have it back to see the text on that screen pop up.
Yeah, it is actually. Also, some kind of proof of what's happening, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really nice.
Glad you like it, Christer.
Yes, I am.
Uncle John?
Yes, sir.
How far are you with your fix of your PC now?
I'm not sure yet, Nico. I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Something missing. I've got no roads. Something's out of trim.
Okay. Oh man.
And I'm talking HD in Spain. There's roads missing all over.
Yeah, and did you disable your X-Europe?
No, not yet.
Yeah, kill it
I am
and
ready
then
for
try
electrical
that first.
power-up
Let's see what
procedure.
happens.
Yeah, I'll deal with it tomorrow. I'm going to watch you for tonight. I've had enough.
Okay.
Actually, that's a good point, Nico, because I've noticed on my own system that sometimes I have
Hello,
stuff
Cap.
that is clashing
My name
with
is
each
Linda.
other. You know?
I am your
Yeah,
first
So
officer
it
today.
grabs up a lot of resources.
Absolutely. Look at my frames now.
Yeah, I see.
Depending on where we look, it goes to 30 and then it drops down to 20.
Yeah.
As long as you don't go below 20.
Do it, Neil. Do it. Do it. Oh, sorry. Right, okay. Let's get going. Enough time wasted. It's a pity we can't see much around us now, so we'll put in some eye candy what we can.
Ground to flight deck. I can now see
I am
where you
ready
want to
for
go.
electrical
Just call me
power
through the
up
menu when you're
procedure.
ready.
My X-plane is literally running on very high. Power usage very high the whole time. It's crazy. By the way, as a matter of interest, call this a public service announcement. Guys, please check when you use 54 that when you go to payload, go to the very end and make sure that you set it up correctly. I had to reset up basically all my settings for some reason, and it's the first time it's happened to me that I can remember. I lost all my settings, so please remember to check your settings, otherwise it's not going to perform the way you remember it was in 53.
Stupid question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you transfer your liveries?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I have another question for you. Did you guys notice that this livery was included in Zibo's release of 54? He's shared it.
Oh, yes, sir, I did.
I know you did.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's included it now in the release as one of the default liveries.
It's really nice. And you know what? One other thing, Nico?
Mm-hmm.
When I did a new install of this 54,
Mm-hmm.
all my settings in the EFB configuration was saved.
Okay.
I didn't have to change one thing.
Okay.
Everything was there, except for the weights. But
Yeah.
that's all. That's all. All the rest of it was there.
I don't know why mine didn't keep, but it didn't. It just didn't. Oh, I know why. I can tell you why. It just took me a while to realize. Christer, I know why I didn't. Because this livery that's in here, when I copied my liveries into the new version and it asked me, do you want to overwrite? I said no. Because I didn't want to overwrite all the other default sceneries. I was trying to save time. So in other words, what I'm saying is that this aircraft, as it is here, was not the one I had. It wasn't my actual own one that I owned. This is the one that came from Zibo with the actual download. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why. And obviously it had different settings.
Yeah, it has. It has. Yeah.
Oh, here we go again. Guys, don't look at the screen if you don't want to get drunk. It's not stopping. It's not listening to me. Let me just go and recalibrate that thing quickly. Yep, one less to download. You can say that again. I didn't think Zibo was going to share it, but there you go. It seems to work now with the recalibration.
None of my settings have changed either, Nico.
None of them change. Yeah, you see, it's because you brought your old one over. I tried to save time, Uncle John, and obviously, I mean, I know the default ones are the default ones, and when I said don't copy, I obviously assumed ownership now of a new one, same livery but with different settings.
I elected overwrite.
Yeah, then it would have overwritten it. Right, flight level. Which flight level did we get? 300. Okay. Right, there it says airport elevation 242, runway is 200. We might as well just make it like 250. 250. Yeah, I don't mind. You know what? I think every now and then I anyway go through my settings just to make sure that everything is still the way it should be. The last thing I want is a surprise when I fly. So I'm quite happy to just work through it. Yep. Yeah, 737. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, something didn't load right here. Something is definitely not right. See, I don't have my boxes. Okay, guys, I don't want to be funny, but I want to wait. Otherwise, then I'm going to have to come back anyway. So just going to wait a minute or two. What else can you guys tell me while we're sitting here waiting?
It's been raining.
Yeah, when I first booted here into Heathrow, it was raining here as well a few minutes ago. It's actually nice.
Pouring down. It was pouring down.
Mm. Zibo says that he spotted the problem already. Okay, there is a problem here. My power is not going on the bus. Or it's going halfway on the bus. It's not. Thanks, Zibo, for pointing it out. There's a power issue. There's definitely a power issue. Something didn't load correctly. Now, if you look here, I'll quickly share it with you. Let me show you here. This is what's killing me. Look. Okay. GPU is stretched. Now the CPU has come down a bit, but I mean, your power usage is just, it's insane with X-Plane for some reason. It's killing me. So I can virtually guarantee you that there are scripts in this system, Zibo, that didn't load. It just never loaded. Okay, I'm going to give it one more bash. If it doesn't work now, then I'm going to have to reboot. Then we lose the stream, unfortunately. Okay, so if that happens, I'm going to reboot and I'll reschedule the stream for like 10 minutes later or something. Okay, so just bear with me.
Before this happened, Nico, I have a question.
Yes.
Because what you're taking up now, in my 53 full, I've noticed something strange happening inside the Zibo. Not any power loss or something, but I had a sense and a feeling that there was some sort of memory issues inside the Zibo mod. You know when you start a feature inside the sim and the plugin doesn't release the memory.
Yes, exactly.
This is what's happening now.
Yeah. And the only way to fix it, even Zibo says, is to restart the PC. I'm going to give it one more shot, okay? And then we go for plan B. So we'll kill the stream and we'll just try again because this is unheard of. This is just stupid. Right, who else is sending me messages here? All right, so let's go and just put the graphics back to where it should be, and let's just try resume. If it doesn't work, you know the plan. We'll be back in a few minutes. Go make some coffee, relax. I do apologize for the break in transmission, but I mean, there's no ways I can fly the aircraft when it's halfway not working.
No worries, Nico. It's a work in progress, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Apologies, Zibo. I didn't want to waste your time. I mean, it's one of those things.
We've come to join you, Nico.
Excellent. Thank you. I can need some moral support right now, yes.
What are you doing?
Sorry?
Reloading again?
Yeah, and if it doesn't work now, I am with Christer and in agreement with Zibo as well. We all agree it's time to restart the PC then, because then there's something in memory that's just not working with us.
Okay, right.
Which is painful, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Even my cat came to say hello to me now, Shame. Yeah, thanks for joining me anyway. It's appreciated. It's nice to not be alone here.
Alex has just had a beautiful landing, approach and landing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is, Neil.
So you've actually got airborne yet at all?
No.
I'll join you for a while.
Yeah, thanks, Reggie. Mac, I booted in the first time. I had like 20 frames. I closed the X-plane, opened X-plane again. It went down to 10. Then I killed all my world objects. It went back to 30. But it's like there's a handbrake. You know, somebody pulled the handbrake. You can feel it stiff. This thing doesn't want to work. And then what happened was, even though it appeared that there was power on the bus, Zibo picked it up. And when I went to check it, I saw there's no power on the bus, so the IRSs didn't want to align. And that's when I noticed, no, there's a problem here now, because it's just not working well.
Okay.
Yeah, so last try, and then otherwise we're going to reboot the PC. And then we'll just have to reschedule the stream quick. Damn it.
Well, I can only say that from Alex's stream of the testing we did, obviously you noticed one or two very minor
Hello, Cap.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Linda.
Aircraft was
I am
very
your first
stable
officer
and fluid.
today.
No problem at all, didn't it, Paul?
Yeah, it seemed that way. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's not something that seems to be across all Zibo installations, Nico. That's where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my flight was okay earlier, Nico.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Look, I mean, I've seen it all across all the platforms, okay? Lots of people say, oh, no, this is not working, that's not working. The next guy comes, I've had the most wonderful flight in my whole life. It has never been better. You know, so it all depends on what you use the sim for, how you use it, things like that, and where you get your enjoyment from, you know. Guys who get in under the hood, who likes to get greasy and all dirty when they start fixing the spark plugs and things, are different kind of guys to the guy who comes there with a suit and, you know, or these shorts and he just wants a quick flight. Different people. Okay, Zibo, and ladies and gentlemen, it seems that, look, the FPS is not the greatest, but it's workable. The power is now on the bus. I have been able to select the yaw damper, and I will probably get the boxes when I go to Perfinet. There we go. So whatever was in memory there seemed to have now gone. So let's have a look. Right. Well, it's like it's bursting, but it's not exactly the same as before. You can definitely feel it's like somebody released that handbrake. So
yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. Yeah. You know, I have a real monster with my 3080 graphics card.
Yeah.
And I usually run the Zibo mod in about 14-15% of capacity.
Mm-mm.
But in the 54 full, I went up to 30, the double amount.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't struggle or something in sim flying. No way. It was a normal flight for me, but I could see on the performances that it went up double.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm happy because now we can fly, man. Just have to set everything quickly again. Well, 737, good luck with your flight, buddy. Let us know how it goes. I mean, you're obviously going to put it on Facebook, so we'll have a look. Damn it. It is at 5.8. We already did that in the previous session, so that's all good. Let's just go check. I remember to save that. Better push back. All right, let's see. Where are we at?
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledge. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Who's that? Gabriel?
Yes, here is Gabriel from Brazil. Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Thanks for joining us. Gabriel, obviously I'm streaming now and Zibo's watching and we're going to do this test, but if you want to hang around a little while, afterwards we can quickly have you stream your problem and then we can have a look at that for you, okay?
Thank you so much. I will wait.
Yeah, okay, cool. So I've not been able to reproduce your problem. Even there, you can see there's my conditional waypoint, there's my runway. Zibo tried as well to reproduce it himself, and he couldn't get it. So I'm very curious to see what happened on your side there.
Yes, it's very curious because after you answer my question, I put the plane on runway 07 in Sierra Bravo November Fox and try to configure, and then that worked. But when I try to configure at apron, that doesn't work. I don't know what's happening. And if I try to do the same thing using level up or old
Yeah.
Zibos, it worked perfectly. So I don't know what's going on.
Okay, we're going to figure it out, don't worry. Just a quick question. Are you a real pilot, 7.3 or not? 7.3 pilot.
Yes, I'm a first officer at Gol Linhas Aéreas Brasil.
Okay.
And I'm using Zibo a lot because I entered the company at January 2020, and because of pandemic and COVID-19,
Yes.
for lost since the start of the pandemic, and I'm using the Zibo to keep myself update and waiting to come back to company.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is I just want Zibo to hear as well. So when we talk that, he understands where you're coming from. And obviously, Paul and McTrying here are like my right-hand men, when it comes to troubleshooting and all. Guys, if you can stick around maybe a couple of minutes and have a quick look with us, I'll appreciate it.
Happily.
Okay, Nico.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Right, okay. I am so confused now with everything that's happened and all the stories. I need to just quickly run through the flow in my head and go to pause it. Perfect. There we go. All right, so... Right. For the people on stream, good evening, Steve, by the way. I'm using different streaming software, so the audio is going to be different. So if you need me to up something or down something, just give me a shout out there on the channel, please. How's it still? Reserves 8. Hello, Olaf. Thank you so much. In actual fact, we can do that. You can do a bit of a lazy run and a takeoff.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
Right.
Trim up.
Right, let's close our doors, get Peter push back to come.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Thank you, Steel. We've had an interesting start to the stream. I think a couple of guys left because we couldn't get traction and so on. So anyway, I'm glad for the guys that did come back and did stay. Right, so Linda, you set the trim for us before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
Linda needs an overhaul.
Before start procedure.
Yeah, did you see the avatars, Alex, that Calvin Sim has put in the helicopters? You must check those avatars, man.
Are they pretty sharp?
Yeah, no, they're exceptional.
Nice.
But fellas, you know that Linda is updated, right?
When last did you get an update? I've got the latest one because I got it through beta, but when did they update her now officially for the users?
Hold on, I'm checking.
Okay.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Thanks, Rob. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Rob, by the way, thanks for joining in the Zibo Pilots group. I didn't realize you were not a member there, but it's cool to have you. I saw you did join.
25N2.
Some juice.
Starter cutout.
Nico,
Yeah.
when you don't have a failure, you should normally keep the press to reset the caution light. So if you do get something that fails, it'll pop up and you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, the way I usually do it is I leave it and make sure that they go off automatically. But I hear what you're saying. We can do that. We can do that.
Yeah, Nico, my Linda is from 2022, June 25.
Mine's newer.
June 25 this year?
Yeah, we got one. Uncle John, when did we get it? Like 2 weeks ago? Or a week ago? It's not long ago.
25, that's 1 month old.
It's not much more.
Yeah. Uncle John and Eugenie was working together on a fix. So we're basically running the latest version, yeah. So I was surprised when you said it updated because I didn't get the notification that she's updated again yet. I think between me and Uncle John and Eugenie, we're the only 3 people on Earth with this version.
Probably.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Start number 1 engine.
My version is from
Starting
June
number 1 engine.
25 in 2022.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it worked really nice working.
Yeah. Uncle John had an issue where Linda would get stuck and she would repeat certain commands until death parted them, when he closed X-Plane. And that was the problem, Uncle John. And then this is one of the bugs that they trying to fix. I think they did, because I haven't had one and repeat.
It says so, yes. Bug fix.
Cell is disconnected.
I had the same issue.
Removed. Hand signal off the
Sorry,
left.
Alex?
We'll see you next time.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just asking, can you customize, like when you tell Linda before start procedure, can you customize what you want her to do during that procedure so like it can match your company SOPs?
No, unfortunately not. We wanted it, but the scripts doesn't make provision for that, not at this time.
Okay. It'd be cool if you could like manually go through and just kind of click what you want her to do, and then like when you call it, she'll just do what you want. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, what I effectively do, if you watch me as I use her, there are a lot of things I don't ask her to get involved with because it's not the SOP that I'm used to. So I don't want to, learn a new SOP or get confused because of what she does. So I just skip a lot of things. I ask her to do a few procedures for me, but we typically don't do checklists, and I don't ask her to do the extra kind of procedures because it's not my SOP. So it's difficult. It's either Ukrainian or Russian SOP, and it comes from circa 2008 2010. It's not necessarily based upon the latest and greatest NG stuff. Which I don't mind. I mean, she's a marvelous little add-on. I really like her. I just ask her to do what I want her to do, and I skip the rest. But you can't nitpick within a procedure or within a checklist. That's what you were talking about.
Okay.
Zibo, looking beautiful. Excellent, Neil. Enjoy. Right. So I think we are ready to go. Let's check. Takeoff config. Flaps, that's the one we missed.
Flaps 2 set.
Must be 5. There we go.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Flaps 5
no
set.
config issues. Hey Cole, welcome. I started my ACARs, yes. Of course, Cole. No, of course.
Taxi lights on.
Brake check. Ooh, that was a bit much, but anyway. Sorry, I'm not concentrating. I just got a ping on my phone. I was just looking for 1 second. Who's that? See, now if Linda was AI of the future, she would have said, no, don't worry, I'll take it. You look at your phone. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll drive the aircraft. Don't worry. Yeah, still, I've been giggling. Dealey made a nice post on the forum, almost in a similar vein as you're saying. I've got my uses. Sometimes I do get something right. this runway. Yeah, it usually is. Look, I mean, we're all human. We all make mistakes every now and then. The nice thing about the Zibo mod is look how fast Zibo fixes everything. I mean, Zibo he just doesn't mess around, man. If it's broken, it's fixed very quickly. You know what we did not do? So we did not check the weather. It is 1013. I saw it was close enough, so okay, fine. I did not think I was going to have all you guys online on YouTube or here in Discord. I like the full house, guys. Thank you. This is looking amazing to see all the people here. And I see there's 2 new guys here on Discord with us. So cool. Hope you guys enjoy it, yeah. Yeah, I know. You're one of the old loyal guys, 737. Part of the furniture already, eh? No, that's not normal, Neil. Look in the Zibo folder, in the actual Zibo aircraft folder. You'll see there are a couple of DAT files, the runway, the airport, and I think airways or something. I can't remember all their names now. We can check when we're in the air. Close, explain, delete them. Make sure Navigraph is up to date and then just start the aircraft again. Let it rebuild those files. It could be there's a problem with those files. That's all it can be, really. Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
Remember when you took off here from this runway in the level D sim and they threw us a curveball with that A380 crossing our path? Remember that?
I remember it extremely well.
Yeah. That was an experience.
Nice.
Yeah. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Right. VA Flight. Let's go.
Stabilized.
Yeah, do that. Think on your feet, mate. Think on your feet.
On runway 27 left.
Takeoff thrust set.
Ah.
Throttle hold.
You never know. You're up. Right, come on, eh? Thank you so much.
Acceleration altitude.
Okay, bro.
Hello, I'm here.
Did you see I took off with LNAV ENAV there?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, I always do. Anyway, no, I was just curious to ask.
Flaps 1 set.
When I flew from Vilnius to Prague in this 54, I could actually have my feet on the dashboard. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really smooth to fly this thing.
Yeah.
Exceptional.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Flaps upset.
Yeah, I like the view. It's nice to just gently drift up into the air. I made a D-rate to take off and a D-rate to climb because of all the restrictions here. I mean, there's no point in shooting up like a rocket. The only mistake I did make, I'll own up to that, is I clicked the standard button too soon, because these are all altitude, not flight level restrictions. But because we are on QNH 1013, that is standard anyway, so it's not going to make a difference in this particular flight. But usually you won't press that standard button before you've gone through all those restrictions first. Just bear that in mind. Yeah, I need to edit that again because this is a newer version. I need to go and edit it. Uncle John edited the file for me, and he just changed one small little thing, and it crashed my explain to desktop every time I tried it, so I had to revert back to standard, you know. I'll go give it a bash sometime, see if I can get it to work, but I don't know, it's funny. Works on his system, not on mine. Sad, yeah. Right, this is our last restriction. Then we'll start to climb. Yeah, my mother used to take us grocery shopping with her. And to keep us quiet, she would buy us, something ridiculous like a little car or a little, I don't know, a pen or a something. It's so funny. She would give me the little car and my brother his little car, and then we open the little box and my one would have broken wheels, and she would always say to me, don't worry about it, honey, you're special. Oh, that's about the kick in the pants there, climbing and accelerating and going like this. Yeah. And then you've got a bit of turbulence. Thank you so much. Cool, bye-bye. Thanks for watching and being here. Don't leave it on that page, I'm gonna forget. Well done.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Yeah, very nice. You guys are so quiet now. Are you all busy?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm working on my airport.
Mm-hmm.
But I only have one more gate, and I'm finished.
Okay.
And I'm playing in Route 2 at Innsbruck.
Okay.
I'm trying to program the engine out SID Route 2.
Okay.
And it seems to be working,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice.
Mr. Paul,
Krista,
do you get any memory issues? Like you feel like the aircraft is slowing down in performance or something?
no, I haven't noticed anything. No.
Okay. Yeah. Before you came on, Nico, I asked Nico about performances, computer performances. Yeah. I noticed on the 54 full only that my performances almost doubled.
Right.
My GPU almost doubled.
Oh, the workload doubled.
Yeah, exactly. But not for you.
Not that I've noticed, no.
Wonder if it's another AMD versus Intel thing.
Good point.
Mm. Sorry.
No, I was going to ask, have you had any spurious terrain warnings as you're coming into land?
From X-Raz, I had a stupid warning 10,000 foot in the air yesterday on my last stream before this one. Or the previous one, I can't remember.
Well, I was on profile and it started to shout at me.
No, X-Raz gave me a stupid thing, but that's not Zibo, that's an X-Raz weirdness that happened there. If you're talking about the GPWS, yeah. That's different.
Well, given that it's not been updated or changed, well, I haven't updated or changed it, so what's new? It seems to be a new thing. I don't understand it.
No idea.
Steve got the age-related joke in before I did. Thanks, Steve.
Right, so as a matter of interest, we're going to Dublin. Let's call it a scenic route. I'm yawning, sorry guys. So instead of going more directly, this Eurocontrol route has taken us way like a bow across the top there. Once we get to the top of climb, I'll do that test about copying route 2 and then switching over to route 2 and things like that. And after we've landed, we're gonna reload 1 or 2 flights quickly, see what happens. I think maybe we must do a in-flight reload as well, see if we can get that going.
That's interesting. So in Route 2, you could give yourself the shortcut, but still have Route 1 as a backup if you needed to.
Yes.
Recovered all the waypoints.
Yeah.
That business about the more northerly track to Dublin, if you actually look at the latest Navigraph plans, you've got 3 airways that are going west to east, and then you've got 1 going towards Dublin, or 2 going towards Dublin, and they're much further north than they used to be, Nico.
Much more. You can. I immediately gathered it the moment I saw Danny.
Yeah. There's a whole reorganisation of airways in Scotland and so forth. The old route we used to fly from Dublin to Glasgow and things like that, or Inverness, they've all
1000
changed.
to level off.
1000 to go.
Interesting. One of the things I was thinking of, Zibo, if you're watching, or if you can quickly just throw your eyes and ears this way, I would appreciate it. Question to you, direct, otherwise I'll type it later. Remember the old problem with the plane not following the magenta line, and we said it's the Great Circle that causes the problem, because the aircraft flies according to the Great Circle, but the drawing isn't done. And one of the conditions where it looks funny is when the waypoints are more than 100 nautical miles apart from each other. So that's the background. So what I was thinking about it this morning, now with this free air route business. I don't know if you've seen how far some of these waypoints are apart from each other. I mean, you cross a country, then you've got a waypoint on the one border, and then across the whole country there's the next waypoint. Are you aware of it? Is that something that was actually fixed eventually, or is that still something in the background where the Great Circle kind of messes with the drawing? A couple of questions there. I'm just curious. I was thinking about it this morning.
Interesting thought, Nico.
Yeah. And one of the areas that is heavily affected is the area where Zibo stays. Yes. Sorry.
This point you are talking about is one of the problems I'm facing here, because many times the controller says us to fly direct to a point, and it's very far. And when we do this, I see this happening after 3:53 and 26, something about this. The aircraft starts a curve and then fly offset to the point. And when you are closer to the point, the aircraft starts to come back to the road, and you reach the point exactly correct. But when you press directly to that point, and that point is very far, the aircraft starts a curve and then fly offset the road. You see the correct magenta line in the navigation display, but the aircraft is flying parallel to that in an offset road.
Yeah. Zibo is typing. He's actually answering us. Thank you, Zibo. He says the aircraft and the route should work. He wants me to try it now, see if we can do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's save the next flight over here. Okay, so we're going to come back to here. Let's go find a nice far waypoint. What would be a nice waypoint? I don't want to go into the Citadel, the star, I mean. Let's take Rim. Alright, so now we are checking it. So it's gonna run. I got out everything now. Gabriel, without going into too much detailed now. There are a couple of things we're going to have to discuss when we start looking at your situation, because what I want you to do, obviously now sitting here with us, is I want you to pay attention as to how the aircraft performs with me, and then we need to then also then just compare it with what it does with you, because I've got a couple of ideas what we can look at to maybe get to the bottom of your issues.
Okay.
Right, so I'm zoomed out quite a bit now. Let's go in. So now we're over-exaggerating, over-zooming into this thing. So if you look at the RNP and ANP there, I mean the ANP should be on the great circle, on the correct path, and you see it's very negligible.
Nico?
Yes?
Are you going to be doing the same test again with the route 2, or should I just save that for the dev?
You're welcome. I think what we need to do, in all honesty, is give your opinion, and then we see what I do, and then we've got a second opinion, because we don't want to base all our beliefs just on one chance. See what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. No, I just wanted to know if you're going to do it tonight, because if not, I heard you have like a few other things you need to test for the Gabriel guy and stuff like that. So
no, we'll do that after we're done here. First, we need to make Zibo happy, and so I think we need to do these tests. This is one that Zibo now requested. So I'm going to just zoom out a little bit again, so everybody can see we're still on the magenta line. I mean, we're not offset, we're straight on it. Everything works fine. I think what I'm going to do is I will let it run for maybe another 10-15 miles. I think that's a good test. Yeah. I mean, that's 115 nautical miles plus whatever we've just covered. So that was maybe not exactly 130 nautical miles, but it was fair going, Let's try and do this. Let's put that waypoint B. Let's just exaggerate it a little bit more, and then we can reload the flight. So that will be the reload flight test just right there. Right, so there we go. There's 136 nautical miles confirmed. Okay, so that's more than 130. Let's see what the aircraft does. We're going to zoom back in a little bit, because on the large scale you can't see really if there is an offset. The previous attempt it took a minute or two to just get back on. It seems like about there is where they die up again, so it's like it allows for kind of a turn, which is not the end of the world, and then hurries up and goes again.
Ready for descent procedure.
I don't know, man. It looks cool to me. Gabriel, what's your verdict? What do you see?
You're broadcasting here. I'm just listening.
Okay, so you're not watching on YouTube. Hold on. Right, hover your mouse over the word live. Don't click it, and then just click join stream. I should have put that on a while ago. See, we went up to, what did I say, 136, 135 nautical miles between the waypoints, and I mean, I'm spot on. I'm 100% spot on. Yeah, you're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna look at it later. I just want to show you minus comparison so you remember, and obviously talk with us. You know. All right, 12. Alright, okay, so let's reload our flight. Let's see what happens. Okay, I've only clicked it once, just for the record. Bless you.
It seems your system is
Hanging.
Yeah. What's your CPU and GPU?
No, it's still, the hard drive seems to still be running. I'll give it another short while.
1000 to level
There we
off.
go. There we go. Rendering options go away. Okay, there's a bit of a funny over there. Click it again. No idea what that would be, but it's not important if it follows the line. Alright, well, it looks like everything is here. I don't see any issue as such. Unless any of you can spot something. The only issue is just that weird line over there. I don't know what that's about, but anyway. Okay, so safe flight works. Once more. Yeah, very interesting.
And your fix page is still there, and arrivals.
Can't click on it. Oh well, the departure is gone. It's over now, so that's blocked.
Yes,
there's your
okay,
arrival.
arrival.
Yes, sir. It's there. It's there.
And your uplinks data.
Nope. Uplink is not there.
Right, we went further testing with Alex. When you got to your stage, you're happy with what you're doing with Route 2?
Well, at this point in time, there's nothing in Route 2, so we might as well now start the test with Route 2. Alex, you okay?
I'm here.
Right, okay. Keep an eye on the screen if it's possible. And then you can maybe just talk me through what you want me to do or not want me to do. I think the first thing we want to do is copy the route, right? Okay, my flight number is missing. Flight number is gone.
Yeah, that kind of happened to us as well. When we did the Route 2 business, the flight number disappeared, so I have to put that back in again.
Alright, Zibo wants me to test this, the flight save when we're in the Route 2 as well. Okay, so we're going to do the same test we just did. So, alright, there is now a route.
So you did the route copy already?
Yes.
And that's when the flight number disappeared?
No, it disappeared after the flight reload before I did the route copy.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright,
okay.
so just double check that everything is there. Check the legs page to see what the next waypoint is. Should be the Rodal, no?
Yeah, Rodal.
So that's good. Alright, so now when you activate it, zoom out a little bit when you activate, when you actually execute it, so Zibo can see that the LNAV is going to turn to control wheel steering and the VNAV is going to go to alt hold. I mean, that's what happened to us, but let's see what happens with you.
Let's press it.
So activate and execute.
Okay, mine is still on command A. It didn't go control wheel steering, but VNAV and LNAV disconnected.
So now it goes to control wheel steering roll and alt hold, you see?
Ah, I see.
On your FMA.
Okay, got it. I missed that. Sorry, I was looking that side. Sorry, I was looking on the right side.
So yeah, it shouldn't do that, obviously.
Okay.
It should stay in VNAV and LNAV.
Yeah,
and then while you're in route 2,
yes.
Paul, you here? Are you still here, Paul?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when we had that execute issue, was route 2 active when we were trying to put in the new star and approach, or was it not active? It should have been not. Okay, so if you go to route 1 now, Nico, and just select a different arrival and a different approach without executing it. So just go to route 1, but don't activate it. Just go back to route 1. Yeah. Just select a different approach and a different arrival.
Okay. This is just a bogus one. I just picked anyone.
Yeah, anything.
Okay, I did.
Just want to make sure that the execute light doesn't. Okay, so that it's working well.
Hello,
okay,
Ivica.
So
sorry.
all seems to be working well.
Yeah. Okay, so that's okay. So we go back to route 2. Okay, that should be dead. We go to the arrival. We still have the correct ones. That's correct. Alright, okay, so what Zibo wants is for us to do a save in this route 2 and then recover it. So let's do it. There's a save. Let it fly for a minute or so and then we'll recover it. Okay, let's recover. Go.
Perfect timing, isn't it? It's funny that silence for a minute and then we both speak at the same
Exactly. Talk, my friend, talk.
Yeah, Alex, I've got a little note here, and it says, after you copied route 1 onto route 2, and then selected a new arrival and approach, you activated, but then the erase button was in op. Does that jog a memory? It looks like he's muted his mic there for it.
Yeah, he's probably on the phone.
He's busy.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I remember, but I'm trying to remember if I was in the active route or if I was in the not active route when that happened. But yeah, there was a moment. I'm trying to remember the exact scenario where, yeah.
I think it was when we went to route 1 was active, and you went to route 2 and you made the alterations in the route 2 to change a runway and everything, and that's when it happened, Alex.
Yeah, that sounds like it makes sense. I'll do it again for sure, but we could try to replicate it. No.
What we'd done, Nico, was we copied to route 2, then messed around with route 2 and copied it back into route 1. Left route 1 as active and then went back to playing route 2 again.
Okay. Right. Well, just for the record, I did send a message to Zibo. He obviously saw it as well. I did recover the flight. I did click the load flight and route 2 is perfect. I didn't have issues, not in this test scenario. It worked perfect. Yeah, so you can save in either route 1 or route 2 and recover. Basically, that was what the test has proven. Yeah. Okay, what do you want me to do next, or are we just going to continue flying?
The other one we set up, did we have any problems? You know, like Sasso is flying in route 1 and he goes to program route 2 for his next leg. Was there an issue when we were trying to do that, Paul or Alex?
Well, it's what Alex did by changing the destination runway and arrival. So effectively it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah? So over to you, Alex, if you want to try and break it, that would be good.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did both. I mean, what I did is when I left the destination, when I left the origin, I purposely put the wrong runway and arrival in on route 1, and then while we were in flight, I copied route 1 over to route 2, and then in route 2, I changed to the arrival and approach that I actually wanted, and it worked. And then when we reloaded everything, we went back into route 2 again, and we just loaded up the return sector. Remember, we saw the reciprocal routing to the right side in the cyan dashed lines. So both of it seems to be working. But I'll just do some more testing, because it seems like sometimes everything is working and then there may be like a little combination that just causes a bit of an issue. But it seemed like we had a bug in the very beginning, and then afterwards we didn't have any bugs. We couldn't find any bugs. So except for the control wheel steering and the alt hold, that should just stay in LNAV and DNAV.
And the only problem I really had, apart from the one you just mentioned, was just that little weird line coming from TNT that nobody knows where it comes from, but it didn't have an influence on the flight. The aircraft still flew the route and everything worked.
Brilliant.
I'm suitably impressed. Neil, are you still there? I believe so, but I just need to make sure. No point in me telling him a story, and he went off to make coffee. Cool. Okay. I quickly asked Zibo personally now about your volumetric lights. He said he didn't touch anything that would cause that. So I'm stumped, my friend. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I have no idea why it would work in one of the Zibo models and not in the next Zibo model, and the only difference is the Zibo model. I don't know. And he says he didn't change anything that he's aware of.
Can you remember there was somebody else somewhere also said something about volumetric lights in, was it version 3.24 or 3.25? But after a couple of days of reloading it, all of a sudden it started working again.
Oh, that's good.
Now, the only thing I was going to ask Neil is, have you updated your NVIDIA driver recently?
Hello, Gene. Well, it's either the NVIDIA driver or it's something with Xenvado, which I doubt because mine works, or it's some add-on. Neil did a fresh install of X-Plane, and he didn't have any add-ons, anything, and so it's kind of baffling. I just don't know. It makes no sense.
Another question is about the Windows system itself. Yeah, if it's updated or getting memory issues, too many cache files in the system and so on.
Yeah, but if it's a brand new X-Plane installation, cache should be able to.
Yeah, the X-Plane caches, but I'm talking about the Windows caches.
You see there, it is Neil. Look, there's SuperChat 5326 works fine, but 25 doesn't. And yet, nothing on that front in Zibo or X-Plane, as far as I'm aware, has changed, has it, Nico?
Yep, not that we know. Nagedaankie, lekker slap. I hate silly little things like this, and then you just get excited. Oh, it's working again, and then you realize no, it's not.
Well, the only thing that could be common is anything that you've copied over from one version to the next. So that's liveries and whatnot, isn't it? But I don't know enough to say whether that could have an effect.
It could. It could. If the liveries have a light file in it that is messing with the lights, it could have an effect. So Neil, here's a suggestion. Go take default Zibo liveries, okay, and then use the default liveries and then see if they work, and then compare it with the other liveries.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, Jordan. Nice to have you on board. So what you're saying is it's all default liveries. So then the same situation goes, Neil. Put an add-on livery that worked. Put that in. See if there's something you can identify that way.
Approach top of descent.
Oh, and just before I forget, the other thing that was missing is the forecast disappeared. This button over here, that's the other thing. So we've got 3 issues that we're aware of. Let's just see what Zibo says.
Yes, that's right. Update Windows.
Yes, the uplink. 1 second, Mac, 1 second. Neil, Zibo says that you must make a backup of your X-Plane preferences file. Make a backup, delete it, restart. Well, your X-Plane will be, off when you do that. Then start up X-Plane and see if that maybe rebuilds something. X-Plane preferences file. Go try that. Hey, Michele.
Did you say that Neil's situation, it was a new installation of X-Plane anyway?
It was, but anything could have happened.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's just so many questions.
Yeah.
Possibilities, yeah. There's something we hadn't tested, the upload link for Windows.
Yeah.
Well, friends and gentlemen, I'm going to bed. It's a working day tomorrow. So I thank you very much for an enjoyable evening, and I'll see you soon again.
Thank you, Krista. Sleep well.
Good night.
Night, Krista.
True, Zibo, true. I'll go check that just now. That's fast.
Hello to all. Greetings from the most beautiful city in the world.
Hello, hello, hello. Zibo, no, it's not here. It's not here. It's still not here. How are you, Dimitri?
Out of interest.
I'm doing great.
Okay.
That's Route 2's active, isn't it?
Yeah, Route 2 is active. And so Zibo said it probably imported the forecast in Route 1. I need to go back and check it. And that's what I did. I went back, checked it, and I just showed him that it's not there either. Michele, yeah, there was a lot of issues with 54, so please try .1. I haven't looked at that specifically. Let's just read it again. Route distance in the progress page. Is that not what we're looking at now? There's your progress page. That's fixed as far as I can see. You guys must update to fix 1 quickly because there's a lot of bugs that were fixed there. Eh? See, Andrew is flying for the VA and he's gonna probably cut in front of me there, which I don't mind for the record. I'm just saying. I can see he's coming into Dublin as well. We won't see each other, so it's actually highly irrelevant. I'm just mentioning it. Isn't that just beautiful? Just look at the whole sky, atmosphere, water, cabin, or cockpit. It's beautiful. Beautiful time to fly.
This live weather, Nico?
Yes.
Alright, Nico, I'm going to wish you a safe and buttery landing, and we will catch up tomorrow.
Thanks, Alex. Stay well.
Alright, guys, have a good night.
What's the time there by you, just for intersect?
It is 20 past midnight.
Ah, okay. All right. Yeah. Enjoy.
And you?
10:22.
Okay, so 2 hours difference.
Yes.
All right, guys. Enjoy. Have a good night.
Zibo.
Good job.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Nico, you're at the same time as Greece.
And Italy apparently at this time of year, yes.
I'm looking at the flight map here. It's a 12-hour flight from Athens to Johannesburg, straight down.
Yeah.
Folks from the flight deck, we've started our descent. Should have you on the ground in about 15 minutes. Want to thank you so much for your company and business, and hope to see you again with us sometime very soon.
Nico, I will have to leave in about 50 minutes. Do you think we're gonna have time to show the issues I'm having here?
Gabriel, let me start this way. Hold on. Mac, Paul, can I ask you a favor and maybe go have a look with him while I'm still landing? Maybe just next door in Skymatix FPO? Is that something that I can ask you, or you just
Well,
want to...
Paul's muted, but
yeah.
Gabriel, yeah, if you nip up to the Skymatix FBO, I'll see if I've got any answers to help you.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Mac.
You testing anything, Nico?
Yeah, we tested the whole host of things, Dimitri. We tested the safe flight situation for both Route 1 and Route 2. We also tested the copy of Route 2, activating Route 2. We tested the Great Circle as well as the drawing of the magenta line, for waypoints beyond 130 nautical miles. Quite a few things we tested.
Yes, that sounds like a full day's worth.
Yeah. Good one. Yeah, that was very unfortunate, but I'm glad we just persisted and ignored it and tried again. I'm sorry guys, I just realized my collar is scratching against the headset wire again. I don't know why it took so long to realize. I just realized it now.
Oh, that's what it was. I thought it was Linda fidgeting.
No, this Logitech headset, where the little cable connects, that goes to the PC into the headset. It's in a really awkward, silly position. And when I wear any shirt, I've got a long sleeve shirt with a collar. you know, for work. I mean, it just scratches against him the whole time.
Flight level 100.
And it's
Landing light switches on.
stupid.
Flight level 100. Landing light switches off.
Like I said, I thought it was Linda eating a sandwich or something.
No. One day I was in a meeting, and I swear, you know, when you buy crisps in a little packet at the convenience store, and you go crunchy, and you eat that packet of crisps. There's one guy in the meeting, we all thought he was eating crisps, and I asked him what flavor, and he was stumped. He didn't know what the hell I was talking about. What flavor? What do you mean what flavor? The crisp you're eating. Apparently it was him scratching his beard. So he's sitting there the whole bloody meeting scratching his beard, you know, with the microphone close enough. We heard this the whole time. It was funny. It was stupid.
That's funny.
I'm glad if the guys on stream didn't hear it, but I think the mic is much more sensitive on Discord. You see, the sound that goes out to the stream goes through a noise gate, and it's also got all kinds of filters and things on it. So it will probably dampen the noise going out on the stream, but there's nothing like that for Discord. It sounds like thunder, it is thunder, you know. How's it, thunder?
Good, Nico. Just enjoying the stream. Thanks for the name plug.
Hi, Tommy. Yeah, it's possible it's just on your side. It's difficult to just jump to a conclusion and say everything is a bug or everything is, you know, a user problem. Usually by the morning we'll have a bigger sample of people reporting back, and then you can see, you know, if there's really an error or if it's just something that, you know, some fluke that happened. I'm getting really tired now. Just in time to go and land. That's a much better product with 54.1, Tommy. Lots of bugs have been fixed, eh? Go for it.
Approaching transition.
Nice with the clouds. Hey, look at that.
Is our default setting, Nico, right?
What do you mean default setting? It's my normal X and Y settings.
Which are default, or have you tweaked them?
I adapted them to work with my system, Dimitri, but I'm pretty sure you've seen them before, and it's in my, they call it private hangar. So you can go check it there.
Ready for approach checklist.
What a pleasure to go through these clouds now. Wow, just look at this. I love it as you go into the clouds, you get that little bit of a shake. So cool. I remember in real world flying through them. And I always compare it to driving on an asphalt road compared to a concrete road. Here in South Africa, they use some of the highways are made from concrete and some obviously asphalt. And it's the same idea. You get the smooth right, and then you get and you go over to the other one.
And as always, you have to keep an eye for the robots.
No, not on the highway. But I hear what you're saying. I don't know why on earth the people in South Africa talk that way. It's just funny.
Welcome back, Paul.
Thank you.
Mac was looking for you, trying to give him a hand, helping Gabriel up with some issues.
Dodged that one then.
You did.
Yeah,
You did.
indeed.
Localizer capture.
Tommy, there's your localizer. Check, it's taking it. It's going
Glide
on the
slope
glide
capture.
slope. There you go, glide slope's active.
1000 to level off.
Wow.
Flaps 1 set.
Thank you, Neil.
Flaps 5 set. Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
It's me not thinking what I'm doing. More worried about the lights pulsating than anything else.
Flaps 25 set.
That's it. Sorry, guys.
Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing checklist.
It all worked out well at the end.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude 7.
Taxi lights on.
approaching 28 left.
Looks magical, wow.
Well, it is the land of the leprechauns after all.
Yep.
500. Clear to land runway 28 left.
400. 300. Approaching minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlock.
That wind is sucking you in. If you don't start to kick that rudder and start rolling the ailerons into it, it will suck you off this runway.
Gotta love the wet surface effects too.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we made it. We made it. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure. After landing
yeah,
procedure
pleasure, Tommy. Go grab your update and enjoy.
Flaps upset.
Yeah, but I don't think you can switch the dampness off on the fly. It's something that you do during the installation. You either have it on or you don't have it on. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Jean, we wish we knew. That's just the way she says it. I need to go and edit that file to make her take a pause or, you know, pronounce it differently. Anyway, welcome to Dublin, everybody. Thank you for watching. It was a great success at the end of the day. We now know of 3 bugs that still need to be fixed. Thank you so much, Zibo. Thank you for joining us and spending time with us here. All your chats and everything. And good luck fixing those problems. And yeah, we're forever grateful. It's probably it's because if you got to feed the cat. Anyway, you're welcome, Zibo. Zibo says thanks for the test. You're welcome as always. Dankie Rob, dankie dat jy kom kyk het en vir die ondersteuning. To everybody else out there, have fun, guys. It's late. It's time for me to go to bed. My son's trying to sleep, and I'm still talking. So I think I'm going to, while I'm still taxing, I'm just going to kill the stream right here. Have some fun. We'll talk again in the next day or so. And that's it. Good evening. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Nico. Bye.
Thanks, Nico.